am Danger Diene of Space Parasite, and this is Dave Softee's Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio. Stay tuned!
Alrighty, Metal Maniacs, here we go. Please help me welcome back to Metal Messiah Radio, hailing from Berlin, Germany, from heavy thrash metal band Space Parasites. Here to talk about the band's brand new, very thrash offering, The Spellbound Witch, out on Iron Shield Records, well, coming out very soon actually, a division of Pure Steel Records based in Germany. Joining us once again, we have vocalist Diene.
Hey there.
Welcome back to the Metal Meltdown, Danger. Thank you for taking the time. It's great to have you here to talk about your new offering. How have you been out there during this insane COVID pandemic?
Well, we were generally really fine. Our environment, and we were and are very lucky. We are certainly a little annoyed and sometimes angry because no shows. We had to limit ourselves when it came to rehearsing, but we managed everything anyways. The new album was recorded, which was great fun. And, well, you crouch on top of each other in the studio because we couldn't go out there, like, because of the lockdown and stuff. But it was fun.
Yeah. And what was your experience with this during this whole entire shit? What was it like for you?
Well, for me personally, I had to do. I was working from home the whole time, and for professional reasons, some of us also had financial losses. But the many dead and sick people made us very sad, and at the same time, very, very grateful that we were all well.
Thank goodness for that.
Yes, yes.
And during this whole period, did you find it to be quite productive in the making of your new album?
Yes, because we had time. The first new song, Cross the Line, was roughly finished a week after our release for the previous album, Raw and Violent. And Daschke had more time to compose because of the lockdown. It went on for weeks. The result is impressive. It is very detailed and varied. Due to the pandemic, the five of us had more time to calmly prepare for the recordings. Yeah, you can be excited.
Well, I got to tell you, I after hearing your music, The Spellbound Witch, I'm really excited. I've noticed that your vocal stylings have gotten a lot stronger, and I'm really happy to play your music. Not that I was never happy before, but I definitely have noticed the band sounds a lot thrashier, and your voice has gotten stronger, so it's really a win-win situation, especially during this time. Yeah, and as I mentioned, The Spellbound Witch is going to be out very soon on Iron Shield Records, a division of Pure Steel Records. So I want to give you my sincere congratulations on your signing. Can you share with the listeners on how this all worked out, and what is the exact release date for the album?
Well, thank you for that. Yeah, we actually had already asked Doug of Iron Shield Records if he was interested when we brought our demo out, A Date with Thrash Doctor. And then we asked again with Warren Raw and Violent, and he always said no. So it shouldn't be it. We thought, screw it, let's just ask him a third time, and he said yes. I am game. Iron Shield Records was just an attractive key holder for us right from the beginning. You just know what you get there. Thrash and heavy music, classical and great quality. No cross-genre mix or anything. Punch directly on the kisser, and he's a great guy. Well, album is supposed to come out on the 22nd of January next year. And yeah,
excellent.
We hope it works out. Well, you still don't know because of the pandemic. Everything takes a bit longer now.
This is true. We have to be patient, but I have high hopes for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, I've noticed that the band has grown as you have an additional guitar player, Matti Schneider, on guitar as well. Has there been any other changes that we need to know about in the band? Because this must be part of the reason why the band sounds stronger, because it just is you could hear the growth of the band.
Yeah, well, during the pandemic, we actually grew a bit more together, like with our relationships and stuff. And With the addition of Matti, the guitar sound has naturally matured and is much fatter and more varied than on the first album. Our material became much more complex due to our apparent maturation process. All of this could no longer be implemented live, so a second guitarist had to be there. Matti is a great guy, he tops it all off. 2-part leads, etc. Also, a few of our older songs have simply become much better now, thanks to Matti. And, well, Daschke's hair is longer now, and he's able to wear it loose. You will see that in our new video.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's great news, and let's learn all we can about the making of Spellbound Witch. Can you please tell the listeners out there how your music, the tunes, how they all come together as far as who writes the melodies, the riffs, and the words?
When composing the Spellbound Witch, Daschke was the one who sat down with a riff in his head and worked on it until it fit. It takes a while for a melody to emerge. During rehearsals, new ideas came up. It was changed, tried again, and until the final song was finished. For the Spear, the lyrics came first. My fiancé and I wrote those lyrics for my papa, who passed away. Thanks to COVID, we just had the time to rehearse, and then Matti came along and the whole thing became rounded, better and better. Matti also brings in new ideas for some of the new songs. With this collaboration, the Spellbound Witch became a really fat album. I wrote the lyrics except for He-Man, all of them are mine. I just sit down and watch what comes out of me. Most of the things I don't send to the band, that would be more for a doom metal band. Oh my god.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about your dad. When did he pass?
That was actually in 2019. And yeah, he passed away because of cancer, and it was really hard on me and my family.
Yeah, I can relate to that. My father, I lost him too, pancreatic cancer. Yeah, I'm sorry about your loss. Yeah,
yeah,
it's part of it's part of life, and they're in heaven now, looking down on us, and they're in a better place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and really sorry about your loss. And let's talk about the production of Spellbound Witch. Where was this produced? Where was this mixed, mastered? And what studio was this recorded in?
Yes, through Hans from Reactory, we became aware of Martin Buchwalter from Gernhardt Studios in Troisdorf, which is like close to Cologne. And, well, we went there from Berlin to Cologne. It was a hell of a ride. So many cars. The other end of Germany. Martin did everything, mixing, mastering, and recording. It was a great experience. It was definitely stressful for Martin, but I think he had a lot of fun with us. I hope so.
Good. That's good. Yeah, that's good news. I find the cover art to be quite interesting. The imagery, I don't really know if it's symbolic or means anything. Could you tell us more about it, or who designed it? And this cover, is this the actual Spellbound Witch?
Yes, that's her, in person, the Spellbound Witch. Daschke had already designed the cover for the first record, and he actually wanted to draw one there too, but we just didn't have the time. A thing you may have noticed about Raw and Violent. It was too much in too short a time. Singing 14 songs in one day is just like hell.
Yeah, can imagine.
And playing the guitar for 23 hours was a stupid idea. And the picture of the bloody guitar from the first album was a great fit because it's raw and violent. Really effing hideous. The album, which is completely different, melodic, complex, and round. Everything went more calmly and we weren't under stress. So Daschke had time to think about our witch. Since she's pretty angry, it should come across as well, dark and grim. Daschke drew her, our witch.
Very interesting. All right, thank you for sharing that information with us. And the most important part of these interviews is about letting the fans of Space Parasites, how they let them know how they could support the band by getting merch. So I want to give out some links there to inform the listeners on how they can get the CD and other merch. So let's look at what we have available for the fans to check out Space Parasites with. Of course, you have facebook.com/Space Parasites. You have spaceparasites.bigcartel and spaceparasites.bandcamp. And then you have your official website, www.spaceparasites.de. What would you say would be the best place for a fan to get your merch?
Well, you can always check our actual homepage, spaceparasites.de, which takes you to the shop, which would be bigcartel.com. So, yeah. Well, we
it's
should
all with the circle.
worldwide.
I got you. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry?
I said that's one big circle. You go to one site and it takes you to the other one. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. And what sort of merch currently do you have available for your fans? And will there be any vinyl available?
Well, we whipped up shirts for the new record, of course, with the Spellbound Witch up front. If there's demand, other things will come too. We were actually talking about getting new patches with the Spellbound Witch, but we don't know yet. Otherwise, we still have knickers and patches, CDs and vinyls from Raw and Violent. The Spellbound Witch will be released by Iron Shield Records, albeit only on CD and also digitally. At the moment, it's difficult to get vinyl pressed. The factories are fully booked. For some weird reasons, some Schlager musicians in Germany decided to make vinyls as well. Like, I don't know if you ever heard about Helene Fischer. She does that too.
I have not.
Contractually, only CD and digital for the time being.
I got you. Okay, well, let's hope at some point you'll be able to have vinyl, and that happens. That'll become very readily available for you and for your fans.
Yeah, we have plans for that. Yeah.
Yeah, for collector item purposes, and I know we've talked about this COVID and how it's taken a toll on doing live performances, but if you'd like, you could share with us some of the highlights that you had for your previous performances, for your previous offering to support the Raw and Violent. If you would like to talk about any of your past performances, any highlights, or if you have any plans, which I don't know if you do, because with this latest variant and I'm looking at the news every day, it's not like it was a year ago, but I see this COVID is still on the rise. So do you have any shows coming up or any plan that we could tell the fans about?
No, not yet. It would be something to play a show at all again. I mean, like, you can't. We try to book a show, but nobody knows really what's going on. And if we would have the opportunity to, like, play a show again, I don't know. I don't know when we will be on stage again. But I think our biggest highlight so far was the gig in Athens. But that was ages ago. Standing on stage is the greatest thing there is. We just miss that very much.
Yeah, it's like there's not a balance. Maybe it is a balance. I think you have a really good product right here with Spellbound Witch, but unfortunately, you can't do what you want to do and perform this live. So you have something really good, but then part of it's taken away from you. Now, when the day comes where you can put out this kind of music, have a great offering, and then be able to perform this, then you'll really have a win-win situation.
Yeah. Oh,
speaking of, yeah, right. You're looking forward to that, I'm sure. And speaking of win-win situations, I know last time we had our interview, there weren't any official videos out, I believe, but I noticed from your Facebook that you launched your first official video for Children of the Witch back in the summertime. I think it was July 19th of 2020. This is great to know that you have that out there. Interested to know if Space Parasites are planning on making any future music or lyrical videos for the new release.
Well, the video for Children of the Witch is a really old hat. The new hat fits a lot better. We made a new video, actually, with the first release from the new album for Cross the Line. That will be published on YouTube New Year's, January 1st.
Ah,
much
great.
better. Yeah.
Very great. Very great. Excellent
And it
news.
fits the German January weather since November is already over. Well, let yourself be surprised.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing that information with us. And what is next for you in the band?
Well, we are open to almost everything, and we have nothing planned thanks to the COVID pandemic. A regular release party for the Spellbound Witch is needed. Well, we will see about that. With the new record, we hopefully will have the opportunity to play more shows. It would be fun to celebrate properly again, and we look forward to seeing everyone again. And maybe hugs and stuff, you know?
Yeah, wow. Well, let's hope this COVID thing ends, but
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like it's going to be going anywhere anytime soon. So hopefully you just stay healthy out there.
Yeah.
Please remind us what you do if you actually have a regular job or something to help you, live out there to pay your bills.
Yes, well, I do have a regular job. I work in a motorcycle job, which is specialized in all GDR style motorcycles, and older ones too, like from the Second World War and stuff. That's pretty fun.
Nice. Is there anything that you would like to say to the Space Parasites fans at this time that are tuning in from around the world?
Yes, of course. Well, turn the TV off and the music on. Since we're all heavy metal animals, and hopefully you too, stay healthy and hopeful, stay metal and loud.
Danger, I want to thank you for another fine interview. It's a pleasure to talk to you again. I remember our first interview, and I'm going to remember this one and look forward to the next one.
Yeah, me too.
Before we go, crank up some more Space Parasites off the new offering. I want to make sure we brought everything that we can out to the listeners. So before we do that, is there anything else that we need to discuss that you want to bring out there?
No. Just stop and breathe, respect yourself, and take care.
Thank you again for this opportunity to learn more about the band's new offering. And let's go crank up some more Space Parasites. But first, I want to wish you happy holidays. Please be safe out there and keep in touch. And when you have any news about any tour support or you actually have your CD release party, whatever goes on with Space Parasites, please keep in touch with us so we can help spread the word.
Will do. I thank you very, very much for this opportunity, and we'll contact you